Welcome to Bill's Bridge Corner, Thursday, February 13th, 2014, Class 112, Card Reading Part 2. Yesterday we outlined the steps you should take, whether the defender or the declarer, in counting out and laying out the distribution of your opponent, whoever he might be. You try to determine from the bidding and from the play where the high cards are and what the distribution of the various suits are. We're going to emphasize this again today by paying special attention to discards. Let's review. The defense counts 2. As a defender, the same could be applied as a declarer. Start by estimating the high card points and distribution of the declarer. Based on partner signals, as a defender, and declarer's actions, try to fathom declarer's intentions and short-circuit them. The intent is to make him fail. Develop a defensive strategy. In the next hand, you are west, and you need to pay particular attention to discards. Both the declarer's discard and your partner's discard. You are west in the next hand. This is your hand. The bidding is straightforward and ends up in 7 hearts. There's not much to say about the bidding. You're on lead, and being on lead, at the 7 level you want to be as safe a lead as you can, unless you have an obvious ace that you can cash. Play as safe as you can. Don't give them the 13th trick by some lead giving them a free finesse. You lead the 2 of hearts. Trump lead is probably fairly safe. Down comes dummy. And now declarer plays 5 rounds of hearts. You pitch 3 diamonds. East also pitches 3 diamonds. Well, so much for the diamond suit. Declarer now cashes his 3 diamonds. East, your partner, discards 3 clubs. What should you, as West, discard? Think of what declarer is trying to do. Here's the hand again. East club's discards were first the 2 of clubs, discouraging, then the 8 high, showing an even remaining number, 2 or 4, then the 5. So he began with an odd number of cards, of clubs. Declare avoid trumping in the dummy. Why? If he had a losing club in his hand, more than 2 clubs, wouldn't he want to rough the club? Well, he didn't do that, so he has nothing to rough. Conclusion? He has only 2 clubs. Partner probably has 5. You know he has an odd number, it's probably 5. If he had a 3rd club or a 4th diamond, he would also have arranged to rough them in the dummy. So partner probably has the 4th diamond. Therefore, declarer has spades. Your 10-4 of spades is critical. You got to hold on to it like it's gold, because it is gold. On the 2nd club, West should have a count on the clubs. He started with 3 or 5, but no honor. East started with 3, declarer had 4. With 4 clubs he would be roughing on the board. Declarer must have 2 clubs. West should hold on to his spades and pitch clubs. The entire hand on the next page proves the point. There you have it. Here are the unseen hands, and your 10 wins the 13th trick. Partner's Queen Jack of Spades drops on the Ace King, but your 10 is the setting trick on trick 13. You paid attention. That's what you need to do as a defender. If you're not paying attention, you would have held on to your clubs. That Queen of Clubs looks like it's a good card to hold on to, and you'd have pitched spades. As soon as you pitched the 2nd spade, it's all over. Let's make some notes on discards and review. We've had classes on discards before, but let's review discards Defenders can agree to undertake various discard conventions. There's a standard approach, there's Laventhal, and there's odd-even or even-odd. Those are two conventions that apply only to the first discard. I prefer standard discards, but I could agree to use odd-even. Laventhal is probably alright against no trump, but against a suit contract I would suggest you avoid Laventhal. But let's review them. Let's begin with Roman discards or odd-even discards. Here's how it works. If the first discard is an odd card, a 3, 5, 7, or 9, it encourages that suit be led or shows that the discarder has strength in that suit, or shortness for a ruff. If the first discard is an even card, a 2, 4, 6, 8, or 10, it discourages that particular suit. And if a high even discard, an 8 or a 10, it encourages the higher ranking of the other two suits. If it is a low even discard, a 2 or a 4, it encourages the leading of the lower ranking of the other two suits. If the discard is a 6, it is ambiguous, but it discourages the leading of the suit being discarded. Let's look at some examples. Let's suppose that hearts are being led. You're out of hearts and you're going to make your first discard. If you discard a 3, 5, 7, or 9 of either clubs or diamonds or spades, you're encouraging partner lead that suit, the suit being discarded. If you discard the 8 of clubs, the 10 of clubs, the 8 of diamonds, or the 10 of diamonds, you're encouraging leading of the higher ranking suit, which would be spades. If you discard the 2 of diamonds, 4 of diamonds, 2 of spades, or 4 of spades, you're encouraging the leading of the lower ranking of the other two suits, which would be clubs. If you discard the 2 of clubs or the 4 of clubs, you're encouraging the lower ranking of the remaining suits, which would be diamonds. If you discard the 8 of spades or 10 of spades, you're encouraging the leading of the higher ranking of the remaining suits, clubs and diamonds, which would be diamonds. If you discard the 6 of clubs, 6 of diamonds, or 6 of spades, you're discouraging leading of that particular suit, but you're saying nothing about the other two suits in question. Laventhal. The first discard is always made from a suit you want to discourage. You can't encourage leading a suit which you discard from. That's a disadvantage in some cases at a suit contract. A high spot card indicates that you have strength and want the suit led that is the higher ranking of the other two suits, while a low spot card indicates you have strength or want the suit led in the lower of the other two suits. Let's say an example. Let's say hearts are being led and you have to discard. Low club, you like the lower ranking suit, but not clubs, diamonds. A high diamond, you like the higher ranking suit, which is spades, not diamonds. High club, you like the higher ranking suit, spades, not clubs. And a low spade, you like the lower ranking suit, clubs, but not spades. Similarly, a low diamond, you like clubs. A high spade, you like diamonds. On your convention card, you mark up your discards. What I have marked here is first discard is Laventhal versus no trump, otherwise conventional. That's my choice, but like I said, I could live with odd even for either or both, but you should mark them up. Here I have Laventhal, but I have it marked only versus no trump. Smith Echo, I covered way back in my first round of classes. I'll cover it again sometime in the future. Has to do with discards in a no-trump contract. Tomorrow, Class 113, we're going to continue card reading with Part 3, card reading. See you tomorrow.